Hey everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns with another indoor field test shooting video. Today we're looking at this is the Novritsch, it's the SSR77A1. It's an airsoft rifle, it's an AEG. Nice rifle for sure, looks a little bit like a Steyr AUG obviously. Not my favorite looking gun, but you know, it performs well, and I've basically already done the shooting portion, like the accuracy portion of this test. This is a very discombobulated video. I've had to do this video multiple times for a lot of different reasons, but I was having issues with the BBs, so I recorded this part of the test with 0.20 gram airsoft BBs. Gun wasn't performing well, it wasn't loading, it wasn't chambering rounds, so I switched it up to these tracer BBs in a 0.25 gram, and it performs a lot better, and I was able to do the accuracy portion, which I've already done, thinking that I had made this part, but I threw out those videos. So here I am, doing it in reverse order. So it seems it's going to be a little weird the way this one's put together, but we'll get her done either way. We're going to basically do the chronograph portion right now for you guys. And so let's get that started, get the chronograph warmed up here. We're going to find out what kind of velocity to expect, and then you're going to see the accuracy portion, which I've already done, by the way. Trailer alert. This it did really well, so look forward to that. Okay, if you're interested in the tabletop video, you can watch that. For detailed specifications, I've already made that video. I'll put links in the description for that as well if I remember to, and links to buy it in Canada and the US. Not as many Novritsch products in the US, by the way, but maybe we'll have it down in that store later on, but there is some Novritsch products there. All right, so let's get to it. We've got it loaded up. It should be ready to go. There's a bat in here, and let's find out what the velocity is using these 0.250 gram BBs. 367. 367, 364, 364, and 363. So very consistent. They were only maybe 3 or 4 FPS off. So that's pretty reasonable. Not bad. Again, last time I made this part of the video, I was having troubles with loading. I had to fight to get each shot through it. And again, we're using 0.20 gram airsoft BBs. With 0.25 gram, it's going to be a little slower. If I remember right, it was closer to 400 with the 0.20 gram, but I don't remember, and I don't have those videos. I threw them out thinking I wasn't actually going to do this video, but then I got the gun working, and I was able to do the whole video for you. So stay posted. I'm going to do the accuracy right now for you. Weird. So we've got the SSR77A1 here, and basically it was the BBs. Didn't like the BBs. I tried the same brand in a different weight, didn't like them. So now I'm actually using, basically, these are the BBs that light up. They're sort of their fluorescent BBs, but they work. So there's the only other BBs I had that were a different brand, and they seem to work. At least they were working for me. So let's hope they still work. And I want to get on with this test. We're going to shoot 10 rounds in semi-auto first, and then we're going to do some full auto. So let's see what kind of grouping we can get. When I practicing, it shot pretty damn good. Yeah, you don't really get a whole lot better than that, do you? That's probably one of the better tests I've ever gotten. I mean, look at that. All within an inch. And these are, by the way, I think they're 0.25 gram airsoft BBs, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just double check when I go back there. So they're not super heavy grain or anything. They're just a little heavier than the 0.20 gram that I usually use. But that is an impressive result. So I'm going to aim a little higher on the target. I'm going to aim at the top ring just so I can get a different grouping in full auto. And I don't know how many rounds I'm going to shoot, but we're going to shoot a bunch. These are the BBs that I'm using. These are the tracer BBs, and they're, what are they? Oh, okay, they're 0.25 gram 0.25 gram airsoft BBs. So not super heavy. All right, so to shoot in full auto with this gun, you just pull the trigger back a little further. It's kind of cool. You don't do a selector switch or nothing. Okay, I don't know how many BBs that was. I just basically loaded a bunch in there. And yeah, shooting at the top ring resulted in almost dead bullseyes, or right in the bullseye section, all within that bullseye first ring. A little tiny bit to the right, but not really. I mean, this was dead center, left to right, just low. This was like, maybe slightly to the right, but pretty much right in the middle of the target. Like, wow, that's a good result. I mean, if you're not happy with that, then you're probably hard to make happy. So I'm not really a Steyr AUG fan in terms of looks, But this gun is a performer, man. If you want something that shoots right out of the box really well, this is it, right? So again, check out the tabletop video if you haven't already done so for specifications and details, and this is available in our Canada Replica Airgun store. There are some similar products for the Novritsch products in our American store, US store at replicairguns.us, but I don't know if this one's there. There's less products there. Most of the Novritsch products are in our Canada store like this one here. So again, check out the links, check out the blog for all that information if you want more info on the written details of this gun. I always have written posts for both my tabletops and field test shooting videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're interested in other products, air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories, then check out replicairguns.com. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.